What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the channel. I hope you enjoyed part 1 today. I am showing you part 2 of the Haori build. I thought it was going to be a one-day build, but it is not. And most of the time, it never really is. I have a feeling this is going to be a 3-parter, but today we are going through the cutting of the fabric. We are not assembling just yet, but we are cutting, we are washing, we're making sure that everything is exactly right before we get into the assembly. So if you're following along, this is a great part to pay attention to. I am making sure that I'm just taking care of the fabric before we get into putting it together. So I hope you enjoy.
As you can tell by the changing color of the hoodie, it is day 2. I just couldn't part with the overalls for day 2. They're so comfortable. Just let me be me. Anyway, we are going to cut fabric. Here it is. Here's what we got to cut. I think it's going to be pretty straightforward. I don't think I'm going to... I don't know if I'm going to cut this. Any sort of trim that I want, I really think I want this pirate fabric. So we'll set this off to the side, and if I decide later on that I want it, we'll cut it. We are going to start with the pirate fabric because it needs to be washed before we start sewing. The nice lady at the fabric store told me, if you're going to turn this into clothing, wash it first because it will shrink. So, thank you, kind lady at the fabric store. So, what we shall do, let's gonna move our patterns aside. We're just gonna get rid of anything we don't need right now and just make sure our workspace is kind of just cleared. I forgot of how much of this fabric I got. Honestly, I think I overdid it on the amount of fabric I need. I thought I was going to need a lot more, and I don't think I did my measurements so well. I think I got about 4 yards of this, which is probably way too much. Too late now. But we'll see. It could be just what we need. I need to lay this out and then lay the pattern on top. So what I'm attempting to do is, this edge is the center, the seam of the back. Yeah, this is the middle line of the back. And so what I'm hoping to do is be able to cut it so that on the inside, the pattern doesn't disrupt, like it's not off, it's not misaligned. I think I need to cut them in 2 pieces. I think traditionally, it's done in 2 pieces and then put together. Although I do have enough fabric where I don't need to make a center line. But then I just don't have that seam down the back. I don't even know if I want the seam down the back. I think I might be able to do this without making a seam down the back. Okay, here's the plan. I'm going on the fly here. I'm going to attempt to do this without putting a seam down the back. The fabric is folded over. I will get my 2 pieces like this. I'm going to align the pattern to the fabric and then just trim off from this side what I don't need and trim where the neck would go. And then hopefully that will work. So now my next step is just to put sewing needles along the pattern and fabric. That way we know what we're cutting. It's not slipping and sliding. Everything is exact. There's really nothing worse when you drop your whole box of pins. Because, yeah. I have nearly gotten to the end of putting the pattern on this. And now I'm wondering if I should wash it first because the words of the lady in the fabric store said it will shrink. How much will it shrink? I think I need to wash it first. Listen, it's better to do this part now than I get to the cutting stage and then wash it and then it shrinks. I'd rather it not shrink later because I got the right amount of fabric. I will not have extra to do this part again. So while that's washing, let's just do the outer part. It's the same idea. It's just the black fabric. Same concept. So we'll take this. Be careful not to stab yourself. Okay, the pattern is attached. Now we can cut it out. I'm just hesitant because it's so final. When you're cutting fabric, it's so, it's just, that's it. But we have to. So I still have plenty of fabric for my sleeves. I actually have enough to make 3.5 sleeves. So there's that. I knocked the pins over again.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
All right, now the next scary step, we are going to cut our pattern out. Now what I am going to do is leave a little bit of room just in case something happens, and then I can trim it later. Actually, I'm going to take a chalk marker and outline this and then cut it, because I realize I won't be able to leave this on. So we're going to have a couple extra steps here than probably what I would normally do. If I would have printed out another copy of this, I probably would have left this on, but I did not. Okay, now we can cut. All right, it is cut out and in one piece. I do have a hood on, so it's not laying it as it should, but we're just trying to get the idea. So size-wise, it's perfect. Length is good. It comes past my knees as of now. I do have a couple of... My character does have a couple of swords, so it'll probably rest like this on it. Maybe I can like somehow, you know, once I have the inlining to like keep it pinned open. So far, so good. All right, we're gonna set this aside. I just heard the washing machine end, so I'm going to go put that in the dryer, and then we can start this part on that fabric. All right, we have our fabric back from the dryer. It is in a giant ball. Before I start the next step of attaching the pattern to this fabric, let me unball this and lay it out like it was before, and then we can get started. I'll tell you what, I'm actually very glad that I took the time to wash this. I don't know why, but I just feel way better approaching this now. I don't know if it's because I already did the black one or what, but this, just having washed, just, I don't know, it's changed it. All right, this is the part that I'm most nervous for, even before it's cutting this, because, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, here we go. We already cut the other one. Might as well just cut this one. Nice. So this will be the inside. It won't fit like this. It'll be the underneath. So actually, so it'll lay in here like this, and this will be the inside. So this is what you would see from behind. Like if I'm walking, you would see the inside like this. And then, like I said, I'll have my sword, so it'll be open like that. Nice. I'm really excited. This is getting me amped up. It's like finally starting to come together. At first it was just an idea that I wanted to try, and now that I'm actually doing it, it's really cool. All right, so now we have to repeat the process for the collar. Here is my scrap. Well, not my scrap, it's just my excess that I just used. And this says I only need one piece. And I'm trying to debate, do I only cut one? Or should I cut two? I have enough fabric. Might as well cut two. I just watched one of Adam Savage's videos from Tested, and he was talking about making props. I can't remember the video. If I can find it, I'll link it. But he said, when making things, 1 is none and 2 is 1. And that really stuck to me, because if you think about it, if you have one and you mess up on that one piece, it's done. Like, you can't fix it. if it's unfixable. If you have two and one gets messed up, you still have one. So as soon as I heard that, I thought that was incredible, just maker advice. And I think I'm going to take that into consideration and just cut two pieces. Even though I need one, I will have two in case I need it. That way I don't have to go back and restart any process. Might as well just do it now while I'm doing the same type of stuff. As far as cutting and prepping, we're not quite done. We still have the sleeves, which I said we were going to hold off on. But we have what is the Haori collar interlining cloth. I don't know what that means. But it also needs one sheet, and it's pretty small. So I just need to find a nice space. Oh, down there's got a couple. Kind of wanted just to get the most skulls. I'm having trouble picking where I want this to start and stop. At least with this, though, I can make another one if I need to, just because there's so much excess fabric. Okay, so the last thing that's holding me up is the sleeves. We're finally back to it. It's the sleeves. So what I think my plan is just to cut out the piece and literally, I think I'm just gonna have sleeves just connect like kind of honestly connect to the shirt torso like this, but I don't know. I might need to do more research. I don't want to just cut to cut. Ugh. I think I need to do more research. I really want to just do this one, but something's telling me to just hold off and just do it right. So I'm going to listen to that voice and hold off, and we'll research this and do this tomorrow. Yeah, this 1-day build is no longer a 2-day build, which is no longer a 2-day build. So we are going to be into day 3. Well, that's tomorrow. All right, so what I would like to get done today is basically putting these two pieces together and pre-assembling it so that when it comes time to sew it, it's already good to go. I'm not gonna start sewing anything until at least tomorrow. So let's lay down our inside. So what we're gonna do here is just line up all of our fabrics as best as we can. This kind of has some stretch to it. align our fabric, something seems off. Why does that seem so much less? The black fabric seems a lot smaller than the skull and crossbones, which, if it is, could be a huge issue. I'm really hoping it's not. And I know I overcut on them so that there was some wiggle room if I needed to adjust something. So I'm hoping that's the case with the other fabric. Everything should be pretty identical. I mean, for the most part, it looks like we're good. I think I just overcut, like I said. So the thing that I keep debating is so along the edges I marked where the pattern stopped, and then I gave myself some like wiggle room, and I'm wondering if I need to cut that, or maybe I should assemble and then cut it. Heck yes. Oh no. Oh no. Tell me if you see something that's wrong. The skulls are upside down. The skulls are upside down. But they're right side up in the back. Gosh, that sucks. I really wanted them right side up here. Damn. Didn't even think about that. Well, that's a big old fat bummer. Nothing we can do about it now. Only thing to do would be to start over, but I don't have that kind of time or resource to just go buy more of this fabric. It wasn't exactly cheap. I mean, as far as fabric goes, it's pretty cheap. I just don't really want to put any more money into this project. So, skulls are upside down on the collar. Oh well. I'll have to come up with something for the character as to why that is, but whatever. I actually think this is where we need to stop for tonight, because it's assembled. It's ready for sewing. We just need the arms or the sleeves. So I think, since I have some free time this evening, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to dedicate that free time to figuring out what I'm going to do with the sleeves. I have an idea. I just need to research it some more. The sleeve is probably going to come out to there. It's going to be a little short. I have I wonder if I should make it to the length of my arm. I wonder if I should do that. And then hem it. In case I like it being short. But I think what I'm going to do, I think what I need to do, instead of having all of this fabric here, I think what has to happen is that the sleeve needs to kind of like cone shape, kinda. So it needs to go like more like that. So it's not just a giant hole. I don't know. I gotta go do research.
I hope you enjoyed part 2 of this Haori build. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. And then once you do, hit that bell notification so you know when part 3 gets uploaded. You can go ahead and follow me on social media to see all of the other things that I am posting frequently. Please stick around for part 3. That'll be coming up in 2 weeks. And if you're interested in all sorts of other videos, check out the channel. Every other Tuesday, I post a new tutorial Tuesday where I teach you how to draw anything from hands, feet, to anime characters. It's a whole bunch of fun, and we are only going to be doing so much more on this channel this year, so stick around for all of that fun. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.